As I've been noting in previous coverage surrounding the day we left Earth, I love the inspiration that music as an art form has. In every classification I could provide, in terms of what I look for in music, and why I revere it so much as an art form, they delivered. I've been so impressed. I'm very grateful I took the deep dive with them, as promised, and as per usual with this channel in terms of first introductions, with collaborations especially in respect. That's how I started. Maybe some of you are not familiar with my origin point with the day we left Earth. It was Wasteland, that was the point of engagement, and I said, post that, and entertaining them alongside Dead by April, a longtime favorite of mine, I got to hear these guys on their own as well. I got to hear more from them, and I'm making good on that. This is the 5th track thus far of what I've explored, and as far as I'm concerned, doors open for the future. We just wrapped up consultations together, perhaps, of the Melancholia EP. If you took that journey with me, a beautiful collection of work, quite frankly. And that's been the case of every track I've consulted on this channel. There's not been one piece that I have not liked from any artist. And maybe some artists as well. I mean, there might be, you know, a departure from some with others, right? Some of the artists that I've consulted have been longtime favorites of mine. Although many, especially in the European metal and rock territory, which the day we left Earth that applies, those are more so based on first impressions. And I love that we can have that mutual experience together with music. Again, as I said many times, this has been a grand ambition of mine for many years, to bring music on as a art form central to the nature of this channel. It's a first love in my life. And over 2023, this is evolving way past what I first surmised in terms of access points and development of my initial goals. I love music as an art form, the exploration and the creativity and the reach of where it can go. Just the potential of music as an art form just astounds me. And being able to spotlight such adept talents in the respect that we are humoring them together, and having a mutual experience of sorts of entertainment, which I want these videos in large part to be. This is not, it's selfish as it might come across as first, like I'm just here, you know, wanting to listen to good music, you know, for my own entertainment. I want it to have that balance and experience, where it's not just me exploring good music, but you're finding great artists that maybe you didn't know about before. Maybe some of you did, right, to be fair. But I'm sure there are probably a couple The Day We Left Earth fans that are trickling in here from, you know, years, or maybe in days or months past that you advanced me. I forget exactly when the Melancholia EP released at the moment, but maybe you advanced me in your time with them, right? Or maybe some of you don't. Maybe some of you are just coming on, and then maybe you've taken the experience of me through 4 tracks thus far, this being the 5th, or this is going to be your first point of entry, and you're going to be... You're in the space of a prospective fan. I say that because I think you're going to be quickly impressed by them. I love that with music, that we can have that mutual point of enjoyment. And I like that shared experience as well. You know, I'm part of... If you happen to share in taste with me, you know, as I've said many times, music for me as an art form, I appreciate it very much in isolation, because the genres I prefer, notably rock and metal, and the artists that I've entertained just don't have cohesion in my personal life on a face-to-face basis. I just don't have that connection to my personal relationships, and I wish that I did. I get a semblance of what I could have in fellowship with you. The Day We Left Earth has been a pleasure to entertain in that respect, as far as having a mutual experience of enjoyment and reverence be fostered. And I hope that if you are operating from the position of a first entrance, and you're curious, maybe on the metal regard, maybe on the European metal regard even more specifically than that, or you're just looking for good art and good music, or something truly relatable and authentic, I think they're going to please you. They have, at least with me, 4 entries in, or 5 if you count the Wasteland collaboration, but specifically to their own individual work. The tone of their music, the variance, quite frankly, although they've got a harsher mainstay, and I just love that, but the energy of their pieces, the structuring, the choices made, the lyrical vision, the variety, the vocal presence, clean and unclean, though the clean is like incredible on range, and the unclean is there's a great scream side of integration that kind of, it's subtler on presence. The clean vocals take on a center stage, and man, I forget the name of the lead vocalist at the moment, but he's just incredible to listen to. One of my favorites, in fact, on my playlist currently. I think you're going to have a great time. And I hope you have that mutual point of experience with me, of just exploring good music together, simultaneously, in fact. Because I've not heard The Wire yet. Again, first impression here, unless I otherwise qualify, and there have been some minor exceptions in the past, but The Day We Left Earth, we're taking this dive together. and I hope you have a fun time as much as I have. So, I'm going to go ahead and cue up this new song we can entertain together, and as per usual, this is a mainstay for them. It accompanies a lyrical visualizer, so you have the lyrics provided to you. If you're familiar with my coverage, I like to accommodate listener taste, and if you are someone that wants to read along with the message, I provide that on a usual basis manually. I don't have to in this case. I get the assurance of faster upload as well. So, anyway, I don't mind taking extra time in providing you, again, those extra provisions. I like to do it, in fact, but when it's offered, I welcome it. Anyway, here we go. Any time saved for me in the editing stage, I appreciate. And it means we can enjoy this on a faster basis. Love it. Such effective pacing on the introduction.
There's a monster inside me. I cannot run, I cannot hide.
Great variety, good balancing between the two vocal styles.
There's a war within me. Poison spreads trapped in my
I like the suppressed, ominous nature. Oh. And the echoes. Nice consistency. I think that keeps the pacing going quite well. On that one chorus line. And the transitions are beautiful. Especially the electronic tone, man. Bold line work. It's sticking in quite well. I like that oppositional spirit here. Especially as sort of a self-empowerment song, at least in how I'm seeing it. I love that change. It's such a pleasant disruption. Nice. On pacing. Beautiful.
Cannot run, I cannot hide. It's all in your mind. Don't let them win.
Nice choice. Love the creativity here. That repetition's really working for me too. Again, the point to the message of the song, I love it. It's a good fit. Good conclusion meshes with the path of the song on a lyrical perspective. Again, as I said, a very inspirational piece. As a self-empowerment song of sorts, I love the bluntness of it. Omitting at least a couple words here, I'm sure you can understand. For every memory that you have taken from me, I'll be taking charge of my own misery. I love that line. That echoes to me the wording in such strong fashion, in fact, of, as I said, melancholia. I really admire the bluntness still with that piece. Man. And it's a good chorus section. I mean, this takes on a bit of a different approach. This is a piece that mimics... it's really interesting, in fact, to consider. Because it's a hybrid between, for me, originalist traits, for sure, and a mainstay tone in other inspirational songs, especially on the rock line. That chorus chiefly echoes that tone. What I'm saying in terms of a pleasurable mimicry. I like the softness, too, to form this duality of sorts. Not just an intensity on part of a lyrical tone, or of a song's score tone, but coupled with that inspirational message, I think the softer, clean vocals, overlapping at lessening of emphasis, strengthens the feeling, strengthens the impression and the emotional pull of the song that you experience as a listener. I think there's a potential for that. Where the song, though, takes on such originalist paths. I love it. I love the duality, again, the presence between the clean and the unclean. The jumps work so well. And the suppressed pitch on the clean, on the interluding verses. Wonderful idea. To then throttle into the frenetic high, or the unclean side. It reminds me a lot of other favorites of mine along more rapid screams. Let's say, for example, some recent introductions to this channel, Amaranth, I love them. And if we depart from the European scene, Fallen in Reverse. And there's probably others, maybe I'm forgetting at the moment, or maybe I haven't come across yet, that take on, again, such a rapid speed and deviate from the traditional feel sometimes that a scream can have, but I love it when I hear it. That just sticks. It's a wonderful integration here to this piece. Good ideas with it. This definitely feels like more of a traditional, as I said with the chorus structure, like a rock number with a beautiful inspirational tune, but it's a good accompaniment in that respect. But the transitions and where this song emphasizes creativity, especially on the unclean, I'd say this song definitely fleshes out a lot more in development on the unclean side, which has been a subtle presence in their works thus far. Given prominence, of course, in certain sections, yes, but the clean vocals definitely take on a higher priority. If you consider the two alongside one another, this piece, the specificity with the unclean vocals in the structuring, elevate the separation of duration that exists between the clean and the unclean to a level that they feel complementary to one another. But it's got a good staging and progression on the lyrical side and the storytelling of the narrative. But blended with, again, such ambition on the musical side. Of a group that's more along the lines of, at least for me, melodic metal, electronic metal, even like a pop metal flair in at least certain respects, a heavy metal flair for sure. I love that variety. I just, again, I love those points of originality that you're able in your mind to differentiate groups on part of signature attributes. And The Day We Left Earth just offers such a great mixture to their pieces. Just 5 tracks in. Again, this is like an early emergence and experience of the group. They've only got 5 pieces in total, aside from that collaborative work of Dead by April, at least from my understanding. But I'm loving what I'm hearing. Entrance-wise, I'm having a wonderful time. And again, this is true of many of the groups I spotlight on this channel. Again, there's not been one group or song that I've not liked. Or let me be a little fair, or one artist or song. The Day We Left Earth, no exception. I love hearing their work, and I cannot wait to humor them again. I'm imagining, because this one came out a little closer in release date to where we are now, versus the Melancholia EP. There's probably more on the way. And as far as I'm concerned, doors open. I can't wait to humor them again. Especially, perhaps, like I said, if anybody is coming to them on a first-name basis, as I hope with any artist I consult generally, I hope for a mixture of approach. And that some of you are tempted to look deeper, because you're fascinated at what you hear. With The Day We Left Earth, there's been such a wonderful strength conveyed on their artistry that I hope just it sucks you in like it has me. I love the individuality that I experience in terms of each group from one another, and just the specific talents, especially in the European rock and metal regard, or just not rock and metal generally. I love the artistry of this space, and The Day We Left Earth has surpassed my expectations. I hope the same is true of you. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below if you do wish to disclose your perspective on your overall thoughts and experience of their works, and again, your point of approach. Longtime fan, first introduction, I'd love to hear about it down below. As I said, doors open for more. I can't wait to hear more. I've loved everything I've heard thus far. 5th piece in with the day we left Earth. I'm having a great time. I'm so grateful that I made the promise a while ago, I forget how many months, that I would get to their works eventually, like I do many artists in terms of the collaborative model, in experiencing those first introduction points. There's a reason I do that. There's a reason I prioritize it to such an extensive degree. I love first introductions, and I love being able to share in that experience with you. And the day we left Earth, on that respect, is a great fit. But just in general, on musical competency and on vision, I've just been wonderfully elated with their works. And I hope you have been too. And as far as I'm concerned, as I've said, the future looks great. Doors open. I cannot wait to hear more. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.